One of those films in Arrow Video that I hummed and hawed about picking up was Wild Things. Now, I saw this a hell of a lot in the late 90s, early 2000s. I remember watching this many times and I thought it was fantastic, but it's one of those movies that I watched for a number of years, several times, and then just promptly forgot about, which has happened several times over my life. And with some trepidation, I decided to rewatch this 1998 John McNaughton directed film with a terrific cast. You've got Kevin Bacon, Matt Dillon, Neve Campbell, Denise Richards, Bill Murray, Teresa Russell, Robert Wagner, Carrie Snodgrass. I mean, wherever you turn, it's just a wealth of a cast. And the story is one of those terrific neo-noirs where you have two high school students, I think is played by Denise Richards and Neve Campbell, one from a rich family, one from the wrong side of the tracks, who accuse their guidance counsellor, Sam Lombardo, played by Matt Dillon, of assaulting them.
I said I was raped.
What?
I was raped.
And thus is thrown into a court case. And it's one of those movies where you feel like you know where the story's constantly going. We've got this segment, it leads to here, it leads to this thing. This thing's going to be the whole of the movie. Nope, they throw that away and jump into something different. And we keep having all these twists and turns, and I cannot go into them because this is one of those movies that is full of surprises and that I urge you to check out. It holds up remarkably well.
But what we have here is you on the Van Ryan property without a proper warrant shooting a porn flick.
I can't believe I'm hearing this.
I love the kind of sleazy nature that we have here. The blues kind of soundtrack is perfectly fitting. You have these wonderful interludes with Bill Murray's lawyer character where the music is more kind of playful and silly and his actions are just hilarious. Adds a little bit of levity.
I told you they were going to go too far. They went overboard. They did.
There is murder and deceit and triple and quadruple twists in this one as people are backstabbed left, right and centre, as all these surprises, and it's shot in a really cool way. You feel the kind of dripping sweat of Florida where this is set. You get the kind of alligators and rolling about the swamps, the idea that people could just vanish, this kind of culture of people that you don't really mix with. We've got the high socialite aspect of the affluent people that live here, and we get the other kind of equally exclusive group of people on the wrong side of the tracks that kind of keep themselves to themselves. There's so many wonderful performances in Wild Things, so many memorable sequences. Stop it. If you've seen it, I know what you're thinking, but I mean more than just that sequence. There is more in this film. I think the performances are all fantastic. Denise Richards is terrific in this one. At the start, she's playing a high school student, and she's just red flag city. Everything about her is just wrong, wary, dangerous, and that continues throughout the film. I think Matt Dillon is one of those actors where I don't know if he's well cast here. I feel that he probably isn't, but there's something kind of off kilter about his performance which I really enjoy. Kevin Bacon is one of those cops that just feels dangerous as well. There's something untrustworthy about that guy. You just kind of see him act and you're like, this isn't quite right here.
What was that? What was that?
You know, I don't have to listen to this. And you can't shove me around. I have friends now.
This is Ray, Susie. You don't have shit.
The surprises and the twists and the turns are terrific within Wild Things, and even when you know what is going to happen, it doesn't rob the film of any of its power. It's still exciting, it's still thrilling, it still has that sense of just a marvellous trick. Even when you see all the seams, when you see how it's done, it's still fantastic. And special mention to the credits in this one, where interspersed with the credits is it goes to flashback sequences explaining how certain things were done, certain parts of the movie that were cut out that are put in there. And I feel like that's such a wonderful tact, how it just alludes to a lot of things that have happened, which perfectly, I think is fantastic. The 4K looked tremendous. I am so glad to have picked up Wild Things, so glad to have revisited it, and I will urge you to check this one out because I think it's pretty fantastic, highly watchable, 108 minutes, and it is compelling. I would love to know your thoughts on Wild Things if you've seen it, whether you love it, hate it, fall somewhere in the middle. If you watched any of the slew of sequels, I did not, let me know about them in the comment box below. There is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, membership program and manvfilm.com. All ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.